we go. Hi everybody.
Hi everyone. Just done a new thing.
Welcome to Twinset and Purl's Knitting Podcast, episode 48. And we're in Rachel's kitchen today.
Yes.
It's a Friday afternoon, a little bit grey. Well, it's grey, it's still a bit bright.
It's been dingy.
We've got a
dingy all week.
Yeah, it's been on and off all week. A bit.
Every night it's rained, I think. Every night I've gone to close the curtains and it's raining. So, but anyway, we're here together on the Friday afternoon. We've got lots and lots hoping we can bring a little ray of sunshine into your lives.
We've got lots to share, haven't we?
We have. So I'm Rachel.
And I'm Jo.
And together we're Twinset and Purl. Twins, obviously, if you're new here. We're twins and we knit a lot. And we design patterns and we talk about them on our podcast. So
we buy lots of stuff and we like to share it all with you.
On a bit of a redesigned kick at the moment, so you'll see that later. But yeah, so
we did life admin first.
We didn't think that we'd be back so soon.
So we got together a couple of weeks ago.
I was then going for some scans and just all supposedly leading up to me going to London to have some new treatment. But the scans showed that the chemo I was on was working still. So that's what I'm doing. And for me, thankfully, I'm doing it minus steroids. So I'm feeling a lot better in myself, even though it is chemotherapy. But yeah, I'm doing really well. And as you will see, there may be a new design or two that have happened. So for just that obviously is still available to me if I need it, as and when I need it. So at the moment we're still in Didcot.
But it means that Rachel's not in hospital.
No, and we can podcast.
So
yeah,
we are back together.
So yeah.
Oh, the sun's
it's just come out. Look at the lovely tulips my friend gave me yesterday. Hi Jan, I know you watch. So
what were we going to talk about first?
We were going to talk about the KALs, but I think you should talk about the
giveaway.
Yeah.
So last episode, I had just got the toe to Kitchener. I think, hadn't I? Had I already done it?
I honestly don't know.
Anyway,
FO last week?
I don't think it was an FO last time, but anyway, they're an FO now.
On our lovely blockers from
Unwrapped Yarn. Twinset Purl blockers from Unwrapped Yarn. These are just a pair of vanilla socks that I've knit out of La Bien-Aimée sock yarn, merino sock, in the colourway Andromeda. Yeah. And I don't like the colour. So while I was knitting them, I was complaining that I actually didn't like the colour. So somebody suggested we should do them as a giveaway. So they are a UK 6.5, 7.
So if you'd like
them, please comment.
Comment down below, and I think maybe mention Jo's socks.
Yeah.
And that's what we'll search for.
Yep.
So
we will send these.
Although you could just say any comment, and if you don't want them, say that you're not interested in the socks.
But I mean, most people know somebody who's a size 6.
Yeah,
6
they could be a present to someone.
I mean, you would fit. I knit the same number of rows as you do, so these would fit a 6 or a 6.5, I would think.
Yeah.
I mean, they sell retail socks.
I know.
4 to 7, aren't they? And I've got a size 6.5, 7 foot, and I always think, what was the size 4 be like wearing them?
Yeah.
So anyway, so there is a pair. So they will they'll get sent out.
So we'll pick a winner next time, And yeah.
What's next?
And
Knit the family.
Yeah, knit the family cowl. Where's mine?
So we have several. Just keep moving the screen. Sorry.
We've got 2 cows.
Yeah, we have several patterns which are named after family members, and we're running a cowl until the end of September, where if you knit one of the family, you can join in. You can double dip into Ruth Loves to Knit's TNP year 2024.
24, not 2024.
It's 2024.
No, it's not.
Is it?
It's TNP year 24.
Okay, TNP year 24 is Ruth's cowl, and
all the information will be down below.
Yeah,
in the description box.
On our Ravelry group, there is a thread.
Is there an FO thread yet?
Yes, it's an FO thread and a thread, and in the
shows you
a chat thread, and in the chat thread there's a list of all the patterns that are included. And there will be some new ones because there's a couple of new ones coming out.
Yeah.
So I've been knitting on my Simon. I finished my Maurice last time.
I have been knitting on my Maurice, but I've only done a couple. My
Simon. Oh, husband's
what's he
making
doing?
noises. Don't know. So I wanted to knit a Simon out of this lovely cotton cashmere yarn from Katia, in like a caramel and a denim-y, bluey, lilac-y colour. And this is how far I've got. So Simon is it's a striped pattern, a shawl that's you knit it in stripes, but you do slip stitches, so you get this dog's tooth, hound's tooth kind of woven pattern. And he's a crescent. So currently I'm on section 3. So I'm on the shallowest part of the crescent.
Yes.
And you end up with 100 stitches, and then you do quite a wide section of middle on Simon, and then decreases.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised. This is the first ball.
Really? You got 3 of each?
I've got 3. I've got 3 in total of each, so another 2 of each. Cool. But I'm loving it, and it's such a. It's almost mindless knitting to me now.
I think that's what you thought you were going to get with the 2 Noro yarns, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
Because they're very similar.
Yeah, that's what I planned.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's my summer. So this cotton I'm loving knitting with this cotton cashmere.
Yeah. So if you're in the UK, I'm not sure about America, but you can order directly from Katia, and you only have to spend £25 to get free shipping.
Oh right,
so it's pretty good.
Yeah, and it's nice. Like the definition, stitch definition is really nice. It's quite a round plied yarn. I'll just give a bit of. It's 90% cotton and 10% cashmere. 155 meters for 50 grams.
Yeah, so I would say that for people who don't like knitting the cotton, it does soft. Feel like merino, doesn't it?
I've gone up, so 155 meters for 50 grams is about a sport, is it? So I've gone up to 3.75 millimetre, and I was expecting to get not as far as I've got with one ball, to be honest. Yeah, loving it at the moment. And I have knitted some other things.
Probably only a couple of repeats on my Maurice, but we will quickly show it because it is a beauty. The yarn's beautiful as well. Yeah. So this is Maurice, and here's also a crescent with garter rib and this lace border. Beautiful. And somebody had put one on Instagram with they just done garter instead of.
They didn't want to think about knit 3, purl 3 isn't intuitive,
isn't it?
I don't think. It is for me now. I've knit so many of these.
Once you do it, once you're doing it, it's
but I think a lot of people knit 2, purl 2.
right.
Is
not knit 3.
not knit 3, purl 3.
Yeah, so I'm still not quite onto my middle section, but that's because other things have taken a bit of a priority. So he will be next after this. After when I finish one of my other whips.
Have we seen a variegated or speckled Maurice? I don't think.
No, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just about to start my second skein. I've got that much left, and this is Brando by Bird Street Yarn.
It's their yak, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. So yeah. So that's what I'm knitting for, and I'm doing a test knit for Joe, which would also be part of the family, but we'll talk about that in a minute because we've got the next thing is the season 3 Bridgerton.
So the other KAL
is a mini KAL, well, a mini as in
short
KAL, which is knit well, to embrace, enjoy, knit along with the new season of Bridgerton. We are running a little KAL where if you knit the Colin socks, the Penelope socks, or the Colin and Penelope socks, you can join in, and there is a prize which we showed last week.
And it's only on Instagram.
It's only on Instagram, so use the hashtag, which is T&P season 3 sock along. I think Bridgerton sock along.
There's no Bridgerton in it, I don't think.
Oh, right,
Can't remember exactly.
That's a bit of a rubbish hashtag I made up there. Basically, if you're not sure, we did put it in the thing.
There's a story.
There's a story, and just
it's on
tag us.
It's on last time's show notes.
Yeah, but that
and it'll be in this time's show notes.
Yeah, and that ends on the June the 13th when the next 4 episodes, or the second half, comes out, and we will be podcasting that weekend.
Yes.
So we'll pick a winner after the 13th. So I'm knitting Colin. How far have you got?
I'm knitting Colin. I haven't got massively far. I've done one. I've got a bit of fluff. I've done 1.5 repeats.
Well done, Jo.
Show off.
I finished my first sock.
Yeah, but what have I finished something else,
Okay.
which I'm going to show in a bit.
Yeah, so this is Colin. Isn't he gorgeous? And I have to say that this yarn, I don't like it. I love the colour, and I don't mind it now it's finished. But it's taken me longer sorry, Jo. It's taken me It's taken me longer than I thought because I don't like knitting with the yarn. So I've got a really grey mouth.
You don't like what is the yarn? You haven't said
It's Rowan sock yarn. Well, that bit of green.
Fairly new, isn't it?
It is relatively new, yeah, for them. And it's like a single. It's like it's not plied. But let's put him down now. He's gorgeous, though. We do love Colin.
It was my work knitting, and work's been really busy, so we didn't get very much of it done.
You were knitting something else then, finished it.
Yeah, but I have to say, I love the pattern done. I'm not really enjoying knitting it as much, and I think it may be because I've not really been concentrating. But I'd like just to do the rib on a whole sock.
Okay.
So I might be doing that another time.
Okay. Well, mine's living in my redesigned project bag that Jo bought me. And just as a spur of the moment thing.
Mine's in my hokey.
Just as a spur of the moment thing, I was going to ring you up and say, bring your most loved, the best thing you've found recently. This, I love it. It's just, I love it. It's perfect. So yeah, thank you for buying me the perfect.
Buying you the perfect thing.
But that, yeah. So you probably have got something you could say is your best thing.
I'm not sure. This is my favourite thing at the moment.
Notions pouch.
Yeah, Jezebel B La Rouge range, and the La Rouge is after her grandmother, whose nickname was La Rouge. She had red hair. And they called her the Red. But it opens up.
Yeah, you talked about this before.
Like that, and it just sits, and that's what I just love it.
When you thought you'd lost it,
and I thought I'd lost it, and I found it again, so it's very precious. And I know where it is at all times. Right.
Yeah. Moving on swiftly.
You've got quite a lot to do.
I'm going to talk about what we're doing next month.
Okay.
So June, traditionally for us, is the month that we give all of our pattern sales to Myloma UK. And that's because I have got myeloma. And I wouldn't say we're celebrating. Well, I guess we are. It's 8 years since I was diagnosed, but it's 8 years I'm still here. So in a way we're celebrating. And later in the month we've got some patterns coming out that will raise money for Myloma UK. But from tomorrow, all of our pattern sales will go to them, apart from the ones that are for other charities. So in past years, we have done buy one get one free sales and things like that. And this year we've just decided not to do that. We are going to try and talk more on social media about our fundraiser a bit more often, and just see if people will generously buy a pattern. So we know that people have got a lot of our patterns, and you may want to buy them as a gift on Ravelry for a friend, or there are some that you haven't got that you could purchase and help us raise cash for Myloma UK.
I mean, if you like socks, in the last few months you've put together those ebooks of all of the
Botanical Yarn
socks, which you may not have.
So go and have a look on our we need to change our bit of spiel on update our designer page. But if you look in our there's a link from here to our Ravelry store.
Yes.
And there's a link in our bio in Instagram. And just
go and have a look. If you
just want to donate some money,
I've set up a Ko-fi account. So it says minimum amount is £5. If that's too much for people,
can you make it lower?
I can set it low. I don't know if you can donate less than that.
Right.
But I can change it. So obviously if you don't want to comment on below, that's fine. If you want to just message us on Instagram,
what you think,
and just say, £5 is too much for me, but I would still like to donate.
And currently
I should go and change it to 4, because a pair of sock patterns £4.
And it says
that all the money's going to go to
Maggie's.
Maggie's, but for June I'm going to change that, because for June it's going to go to Myloma UK. And but we've never done a Ko-fi account before, but we did think it was a way of if people, if you watch and you really like an episode and you think
that's worth like to buy them a coffee. And we also had I think there's some lovely comments on our last episode when we finally managed to monetize our channel, and all of that money is going to charity. We realised that right when we did it, it was a disaster, and YouTube had put an advert in every 4 or 5 minutes. So we went in and changed that, and that won't happen again. Just so you know. So there will be a maximum of an advert every 20 minutes. So if you could watch them, that would help us.
Yeah, we think it's a bit cheeky of YouTube.
Yeah.
They say that if your video is longer than 8 minutes, they're going to put an advert in every 2 minutes,
Yeah.
I think they said. But if your video is an hour and a half long,
I know, because
a lot
of people do really short short YouTube videos.
Yeah.
But yeah, but most people, everybody apart from, there was one comment that mysteriously disappeared. But everybody said that nobody's minded watching a few adverts, knowing that the money was going to charity, and
we're very thankful for that.
Yeah, and
it's
also
nice to have.
A lot of people said that they appreciate how much we do and how much we give to charity. So yeah, so that's there's nowhere near enough for us to get paid anything yet. So if you want to help, watch the adverts, and we'll be very thankful. And
that money
is going to Maggie's. Yeah, that money is going to Maggie's Centre
as soon as we earn enough to get paid.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing for June.
And we've got a new pattern.
We have
new charity pattern. Talking about charity, we've got a new charity pattern.
We're going to talk about what we're wearing, because
it's what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
My testers they're all just. Well, some of them have finished, obviously. Yeah. Some of them have just coming to the end. The test knit officially finishes on Monday. Or no, it's Sunday night.
2nd.
Yeah. It's going to come out, so the pattern's coming out on Monday. This is the Ruth shawl, named after the lovely Ruth from the Ruth Loves to Knit podcast. That's, and hence the little hint of yellow. I do like yellow, but I don't.
What nail polish have you got on?
Just a clear.
I just saw like yellow.
Oh, there's a.
Oh right.
I bought some new nail polish and I just tried the glittery one on there.
I could see it next to the yellow.
Yeah.
I was thinking, she's matched her polish
just on one shawl. Just on my thumb. So this is the Ruth shawl. I'm actually going to take it off.
Yeah,
and
show you.
It's a triangle. You start at this end, and it's got this ribbed border, which is broken up by rows of garter stitch, and then there's a little mistake. Well, not a mistake. It's not in the pattern. That's all been sorted out. This was me not wanting to
blink and I'll pass it over.
Not wanting to unpick it to do it. So you get this lovely flower motif with some slip stitches.
And this is Regia Premium Silk. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Regia Premium Silk in like a linen colour, and Shepier's alpaca lace.
It's beautiful.
In like a zesty lemon colour.
You right? Sneeze?
No.
Yeah, so you do it up to here, and then you do
a border
on this end.
and then you do a border. Now the border on mine is not as wide as it is on in the final pattern. The final pattern, you get another repeat of of the cream, so it matches in width. But all the testers have loved it.
Except me.
I'm liking it.
I just haven't knitted it. Yeah.
And then you finish with a little bit.
One.
You finish just with a little bit of the lace weight, and it's actually a sewn bind off
with a little yarn over.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. And this is going to raise money.
Yeah, they're going to be raising money for Ruth supported the Lamb charity.
Well, she used to work there.
She used to work there as a midwife. The Lamb is a hospital medical centre in Bangladesh.
Lutheran something.
So
but it's started off as a maternity,
yeah,
but then now it has clinics, and it.
And we supported the charity in December. It was our charity for our birthday month. And Ruth, as Ruth said then, a little goes a long way in Bangladesh. So
and Ruth's going to be promoting this in her video.
She's doing a special video
for it.
So it's an asymmetric.
You should have posted it to her.
It's an asymmetric triangle,
which is not Jo's current favourite.
No. Thinking about putting this shape, putting it onto the crescent shape.
Yeah.
We might have the Ruthie and the Ruth, but we'll see.
Could you do a one skein?
Could do a one skein.
Ruthie, because Ruthie sounds like the smaller version.
Anyway, so it's and everybody's loved it.
There's some beautiful.
I have to say, blocking. Yeah, blocking is the key.
But there's some beautiful test knits.
Yeah,
versions. So Jo will show
there'll
some
be
of those.
There'll be a little reel or something on it, or some pictures on Instagram over the weekend. Yeah. To show the testers.
Brilliant.
But no, I love the colours. I love this yarn. I'm going to be knitting other things in Regia silk.
Yeah, it's lovely. And so that's coming out.
That's coming out on Monday. There won't be a discount, obviously, because it's charity pattern. So
it'll be fun for me next month.
Yeah, you're going to have a fun time. But obviously, as much support as we can give to the Lamb.
Yeah, I think Ruth's saying to her podcast viewers, even if it's not your kind of thing, buy the pattern anyway.
Yeah.
And then what am I wearing? I'm wearing the gift that Jo gave me,
which is
the Simon Shawl.
And so it was the instructions are just a little extra, going to be a little extra on the Simon Shawl pattern. But I sent them out to testers. And I was like, I haven't got one. So I've knit one. So
I'm
knit
still
myself,
knitting mine. A Simon Cowl. And she's put a little...
Yeah, so I wanted like quite a neutral one. And where the textures of the yarn were a bit... so I've knit it in the cream Surrey alpaca brushed alpaca silk from Drops, and Pampas grass in, I think it's the non-superwash 100% merino from Botanical Yarn. Pampas grass is one of my...
two different yarns.
No, one of my favourite colours, Pampas grass. And that knit a hat, I've already knit a hat with that. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that little bit. Added in somewhere. But I also had the tiniest bit of the variegated mohair from the Wool Kitchen that was used in Fizzy Pop and in Trillion. Both Trillions, Cowl and Shawl. And there was a tiny bit left, and I just added it with it to get this very faint stripe.
It's like a unicorn's pushed past her. Brushed past you.
Yeah, it looks like somebody's got a highlighter pen and gone.
Yeah.
But I really like it.
That's lovely.
And it's I do what I do with all the shawls. I fold over the top section.
Yeah.
Because it's about, I don't know, 40 centimetres deep. And I couldn't wear that like this.
No.
I mean, it looks alright, but I like to tuck it in, and that bit is a bit thicker then and a bit more kind of stable.
That's how she styled me.
And I think he's lovely. So now we've worked out the shape. There will be a Cecil cowl coming.
I want to knit a Cecil cowl. I have my yarn picked out ready, but this is my Simon Cowl, and I'm just over halfway. So, and I
think he's a fairly quick.
Yeah, he is. But when you've got a lot of things on, for me, if I knit something I just want to knit, it's socks. So
yeah.
But I'm knitting mine in some Botanical Yarn Surrey in the sparkling fountain colour, and Edelweiss from Kremke sock yarn that Joe bought me in a colour that will be in the instruments. I've got it here. 416.
Oh yeah, the colour of my Surrey is
so it is lovely. That's very me. Number
what
one
is the
probably.
Colour of my Surrey.
1.
Yeah.
And I will get that finished.
I used just over 1.
I'm saying
so I had to go into the second ball because there's only 140 metres.
I'm saying it here. I will get this done by next podcast.
So if you're using indie dyed Surrey, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
but you will need 2. Although one of my testers says it's too big, so she's going to knit a smaller one. But it depends how you like it. I don't like a cowl that's like.
No.
I like it like I would be wearing a shawl. It just doesn't have the ends of the shawl.
Fill you in your little.
Yeah. But like I could sit in that all day.
Yeah.
I do want to knit.
I put him on when because I usually have my hair in a ponytail, and I get a cold neck, and I just put him on then.
I'm going to. I want to knit a cotton one. I've got some black and beige.
We keep banging this,
do we? Yeah. Sorry, peeps. I've got some black and beige left over from woolly knit cotton left over from several teas that I knit last summer, and I think I'm going to knit one out of that. I think it would be nice. So Maurice Cowl. So
she finishes one test knit.
Yeah.
She's about to start another.
So I will put the test call up on early next week on Instagram, and
a quick change.
I'll wear the dishcloth one.
Are we folding this in as well?
I don't know what you think. I'm going to, because this one's quite long.
So this is you changed the pattern, didn't you?
So this is the Maurice Cowl, based on the shawl that Rachel was knitting earlier.
I can't see the pattern. Too low down on the camera.
We might have to do a... So it's a different shape cowl. It's an asymmetric cowl. And you knit it flat and then seam at the back. So I knit this one first, and it was in Knitting for Olive Pure Silk in the colourway Lamb's Ear, which Rachel has described as a dishcloth.
Go back to episode 49. I've got something in my eye now.
Can you do something about it?
Can you see?
No.
It feels like a whole fillet, like...
Grab the top and pull it down.
It's like a whole filament of
mohair or
something is across my eye. We'll be okay. Just add to my dodgy eye. Anyway.
Yeah, so I knit this and I went into a third ball. So they're 250 metres each. So I wanted it to be
a one
skeiner. So I've adjusted the pattern and I was knitting this one in, this is in a merino, no it's not merino.
Who's it by?
It's Mis Tori Yarns.
Oh, from
Vermont. And
it looks like non-superwash.
Is
it Rambouillet
or something like that. And all the details will be below. But it's beautiful yarn. But I
didn't quite make it.
Yeah. Although it's fine because you just sew up the back and it was missing like that much from the two sides, didn't quite meet up. And because it's at the back.
But if you had enough, if you have a bit more yarn, it's also okay.
But what I've done with the actual pattern is adjust it again.
Right.
So you should definitely get it out of one skein. So there'll be both versions will be on the pattern.
Right.
So you can have a 2 skeiner one or a 1 skeiner one, depending on how much yarn you've got,
what yarn you want to use.
And the style that you want. You know, like you might want the one that's got more up there than down there.
I don't wish I had more up there.
So, but that's that one's nice, isn't it? That's not a bad cowl. It's not a skimp.
No, it's a good Maurice, not a bad Simon. Simon Shawl still makes me laugh.
Yeah.
I've been watching Britain's Got Talent only because there's a singer on it called Sydney Christmas and she's amazing. And so I was watching how she was doing. And Simon gave her an 11 out of 10. So I hope she got through. I didn't watch the end of it. So, anyway, that's enough about that.
I'm going to go off a tangent.
When is the test knit going to start? Next week?
So the test knit the call will come out at the beginning of next week and the test knit will start the following weekend.
Right. So if you're interested, have a look on Instagram.
Yeah. It's fingering weight. It's
if you're not on Instagram,
1 or 2 skeins.
It's a bit of a shame. Jo holds her chat on Instagram.
Yeah. To be honest, it's difficult if you're not on Instagram because
the chat's on Instagram.
Yeah. And people have said in the comments here before that they would do it and then you have to go back and find it and stuff and it's quite difficult.
Yeah.
So if you're interested, you don't have to post on Instagram. You can just have an Instagram account.
Yeah.
That you can make private
and be in the chat.
Invite me into your private Instagram and then you can be in the chat.
Yeah. So,
and you'll be able to see when we
And when are you aiming for this to come out?
Well, I was thinking 6 weeks for the test.
Yeah.
So that will take us to the end of July.
Because we've got 2
By
patterns.
the time it's...
Yeah, so there's 2 myeloma patterns coming out in June. And Ruth. And my final botanical yarn sock pattern will come out in June.
Yeah.
And there's also a big surprise.
You talk about that today?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
You saw it in my whips.
Right. Sorry, tea. So with all that, we're going to get on to what we're actually knitting.
Yeah.
Woo!
We have talked about some whips already, though.
Yeah.
And stuff. So
two of my 3 whips have been talked about.
So then we've got to talk about, I've talked about 3.
And my FO's been talked about as well.
I've got 1 FO, so shall I just talk about it?
Yeah.
Very quickly.
So my Simon Cowl was my FO.
Yeah. And I finished my Hope socks from the Yarnbadger. Yeah, this is self-striping from the Yarnbadger called Hope. And
you got it at...
I bought it at Yarndale. And I finished the other one, but I haven't sewn the ends in. So.
Is she going to be at the Wool Monty?
I think so. Are you going to it? You think you're going to it? Oh, okay.
No, I saw somebody advertising their
did I show?
Blue Fern Yarns was showing advertising which stall they're on, and I was just thinking if you were going, Yarnbadger might be there.
Okay.
Did I show? Striping is beautiful.
Did I show the skein that I bought?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So I had FOMO. No, not FOMO. I thought she was going to be it.
Yeah, I bought you a skein from Unravel. So
yes, you did.
What's he doing up there?
It
sounds like he's moving furniture around. All right, we're carrying on.
I don't know if you
it might.
Please ignore him.
Ruth mentions that her son's making noise and you don't hear it, so maybe it'll do its magic. Get rid of the background noise.
So I finished those and
got one end to sew in.
Yeah.
But they're lovely.
They are lovely. They're for me.
Which is my favourite colour, do you reckon?
Gaze at them. Brown.
Yeah.
Which is mine?
The coral.
Yes. We know each other. Right.
We know you so well.
Whippity whips.
I've only got one. I've got one whip. I've got lots.
But I've got crochet corner as well.
Okay.
So I've got 2 whips and a crochet corner. There's a couple of whips I have not worked on.
I have worked on other things, but not very much. So I've only bought the thing that I've been working on.
You've got one more, have you?
Yeah.
Okay, let's show my new. Okay. Oh, let's do this first because we'll talk more about the needles.
What's that?
This is something I just cast on to have a vanilla sock on.
Right.
Needles.
And cute bag. Where did you get that?
Ruth gave me this bag when I was poorly.
Oh, it's really cute.
Yes, she posted it to me and she posted me this skein of yarn.
Oh, I love it.
Yes, Mondim, which Jo has used before. So Ruth had the same skein and she thought we needed twin socks. So I've just cast it on to have when I needed a bit of nothing to think about knitting.
Oh, it's beautiful though,
Do you want to hold it?
It's like ice cream.
Yeah, it's like little neon, the mint is what I like.
Yeah.
And it is colourway 207 in the Rosa Pomar Mondim, which is 100% wool.
But it's so tight, isn't it?
Portuguese wool.
The gauge you've got.
Oh yeah,
so
it's
tight.
perfect. I've got some socks that I knitted. I bought the yarn in Seattle, well in Toft, in 2018, and I washed them in the washing machine. Yeah, I love it. So I'm really enjoying knitting that just when I need a little bit of nothing to think about knitting, and keeping it in my cute little sock bag.
It's really cute. Who's it by?
It's by So Yarnlicious. Yeah, I've got lots of these. This
I
style.
don't own any. I'm going to have to correct that, I feel.
Go out on that.
So mine is in my You're a Knitter Baby bag.
Do you put, is that one of your favourite bags?
I like it because...
But it's the same thing in it. Oh yes, it is.
The same things in it?
Yeah, same project.
Yeah. And this is my, we don't have to say it.
Adventious.
Well, it's got an extra IT in it. So
right.
Is it
Oh God,
Titus?
Adventitious.
Adventitious.
Yeah.
Adventitious. Which I haven't got a very good photograph of, so I'm not going to show. But it's a summer tee with this lovely lace pattern up the front and the back, and it's a V-neck. My row gauge is off, so I'm having to knit some more repeats to get it to the length that I'm
really enjoying it, aren't
I'm
you?
really enjoying it. It's on 2.75mm needles in a linen cotton yarn from Woolly Knit. I wound off the cone so I could take it on an aeroplane.
You've got another cone of it?
I've got another big ball of it.
Okay. And you took it all with you, didn't you, thinking you were going to knit
Yeah,
it?
I didn't do that much. I did also knit Maurice.
Yeah, no, I know you did lots of knitting. But you...
So I'm working out how many repeats I need to, extra repeats I need to do to get the depth, the body length that I want. And then the next challenge is the sleeve depth with the V-neck.
Yeah.
So
we're talking about this one.
Yeah, and I was thinking what an option I've got. The easy option would be not to do a V and to just do a round neck, cast off that much as the front, and then do some gradual decreases up the other side, and so that would be the easy option. So I'm going to try and do the maths, see if the V is going to work.
I think you need to do the V, otherwise it's not going to look like
I think I'd wear a round neck more. Anyway,
Well,
I
if
am
that's
loving
the case.
knitting it. I think the fabric it's creating is beautiful, and yeah, it's, you know, I've got a maths degree. I can do the maths. I just need to.
I've got AS now.
You just need to work that through.
I could probably do the maths.
Yeah, simple maths. We just need
These
to.
glasses make my eyes look even more crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
Right, so the big news is that I have designed a Bridgerton season 3 sock. Hooray! So these are going to be the Francesca socks, and it's just this little bit of a lacy garter band, garter little square pattern, and the rib is the Colin, the rib from the Colin socks. I'm on the second one on the heel flap, and they are in testing. The pattern's been written. My brain is back in order. No steroids. I mean, Rachel's brain is back. That can be dangerous.
So pretty.
Yeah. And I'm knitting them in Coop Knits Socks in the colourway Chorizo.
Do you need 2 balls?
Yeah, you need 2 skeins of it because that is what I had left of the first one, which is 17 grams.
Right.
And I was thinking about using it and knitting the leg, but then I thought if I got that much, I can just do heels and toes on another pair. Yeah, so you get it's nice to carry around actually. And it's living in my little gorgeous woolly originals.
Perfect.
Spring bag.
We like a
Compact
little
bag that matches.
that matches.
Yeah. So they are going to come out, believe it or not, on June the 13th. And I'm very excited because it also hopefully means that we'll make even more money for My Loma UK. So, the Francesca sock we will be promoting on Insta.
Are there other ones?
There is one. There's also, in my head at the moment, there is a design that I'm thinking of for Mrs. Mondrich, who is
the Duke of Kent's mother.
Yeah, the Baron of Kent's mother. But she and Mr. Mondrich, he was the boxer, and they suddenly become members of the Ton. This spoiler alert. If you haven't watched it already, where have you been?
You meant to say spoiler alert before you say the thing that you're spoiling.
Oopsie. Anyway, she's been a character in it in all 3 seasons, and she's going to get her own sock because I've knitted the main characters. I've already got socks for them.
I want a Cressida.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll sort
It
something
needs
out.
some kind of puff on it.
Yeah, or something spiky.
Oh.
We will try. Right. So those are all the whips. Oh, apart from Crochet Corner.
Crochet Corner. What's in Crochet Corner?
Excitement in Crochet Corner as well.
Oh, can I contain myself?
People are enjoying Crochet Corner.
No, I'm enjoying Crochet Corner. Just saying.
So, I'm on the last row of in the round bit of this shrug, in the indigo shrug from Shepyers. So that is the front.
So how long do you reckon this has taken you so far?
I don't know, I haven't got my book to see when I cast it on. But obviously the rounds are getting bigger. So I think
Look at it on the screen.
Yeah. I think I've done 2.5 repeats since the last episode. And then now, once I get back round to here, we start going around 3 sides of the square to make it a rectangle.
And then
you fold it
like that
and sew it up and make the sleeve. And
the sleeve is that bit.
the sleeve's that bit, yeah. And then you wear it.
It's quite good because it's adaptable, so you can.
Yeah, so I can do it because I'm bigger than the last time I crocheted it. I can just add an extra round
And then do an extra, sew up less, so
Yeah.
that you get a bigger cuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I'm going to do longer on the pattern. You do about 4 rounds of linen stitch around the edge, but I've done it. Only did that on the first one that I made, and then I've done longer sleeves. So on this one, I'm actually going to do that longer sleeve, and then around the outside.
About casting on, picking up stitches and knitting ribbed cuff.
You could do.
I was just thinking that might be more.
Yeah,
That's
that's a good idea actually.
what's the word I'm looking
Stretch.
for? Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's a good idea actually.
what's there for thinking.
Yeah, yeah. So that's how we're getting on with that, and I'm
It's lovely. I really like.
I'm crocheting it out of woolly knit, soft cotton in the charcoal grey colourway. So I will be rectangle. I will be
A rectangle. So how many rounds do you do of just 3 sides?
5 minus 1 row. So, and it's a 6 row repeat. So there's 35 rounds to go. But it's nice just to do a couple, couple of rounds a day, just, you know.
Yeah.
And then
Cool.
the next surprise is that I have designed, so all my whips fit in my Cubio, which is an amazing
It's like the
bag,
TARDIS.
yeah, by Hohe & Co. So I was chatting to Claire from Bird Street, and I said I've had this idea for ages for a cowl, tube cowl, that's you knit the rib, and then you cast off, and then you crochet onto those stitches, and then at the end you pick up on and knit onto the off the crochet stitches. And I designed this stitch so it looked like plaid, I think. And Claire very kindly gave me a skein of alpaca silk cashmere to crochet it in, and so this is the first time anyone's seeing it. So it is, you know, pretty simple, but very sweet, I think. And so I'm about I was going to do, on the one I'd made before, I did 33 repeats. So I was going to try and do, like, I'm weighing my yarn to, when I get to 10 grams, I need to stop. But I've done 25 repeats already. So I was thinking maybe 31 to be a prime number. Make Joe happy.
Yeah.
And then just undid the ribbing at the top.
Nice.
Yeah.
What colourway is it?
It's called Kelp, and it's
Kelp was in
Totterdale. And it's, yeah, so it's so I will be looking for some
knitter crocheters
to test it, because I've never written a crochet pattern before, although it is only a 2-row repeat, so it's and that's living in my
well, that was a really exciting crochet corner.
Stitchy platypus bag.
I hadn't anticipated
a new
excitement.
A design, a new design. I know.
Who even are you?
Look what I carry around with me in my bag. You gave me that.
I'm trying to think where I bought it.
Yeah, see? Think about you all the time. You're nasty to me.
Oh, excuse me.
About my crochet.
Dishcloth yarn.
Sometimes the truth comes out. Right, so
that's all the whips. FO's whips and crochet corner. So what's left is acquisitions. So we appreciate that not everybody enjoys the acquisitions. So if you're leaving us here, thank you for watching. If you liked the bit you saw, like and subscribe.
If you don't already.
Thank you for watching our little
corner of madness.
Meanderings. And we'd love to see you back here again.
Yeah.
And for everybody who's staying around for the acquisitions, who's going first?
Well, I've got probably more than you.
Are we doing it chronologically, or are we doing it just?
I think we should do these, and then I should show those.
Yeah.
And then we can do yarn.
Okie dokie. Sounds like a plan. Right.
So
our lovely friend Sophie from Botanical Yarn was in Toronto. She keeps saying Moronto, Montreal. Last time it was in Montreal. This year it was in Toronto. And we were chatting with her before the show started and
asked her if she was anywhere near Paradise Island.
We she wasn't there, was she, when we went to Knit City?
I don't think she even made bags then.
No. So
I've seen her on Instagram. Well, I think I followed her on Instagram after the Grocery Girls talked about it.
Oh, it's a nice little. Okay, that came out there. Yeah, mine doesn't have that. Mine's got a black thing. Anyway, so I don't know the lady's name. Do you know the lady's name?
No.
Is she the lady who's Tracy's birthday twin?
I think maybe she is.
So they do a birthday swap. Oh, that's why yours has got something special on it. Made by hand.
Handcrafted in Ontario, Canada. Built to last, our products are made with an obsessive attention to detail. We hope you enjoy your purchase spot clean only.
What's the hand mean?
I think it might be the leather. Vegetable tan leather from Tuscany.
Right. So Rachel got
a little
like bucket.
Yeah, like a little, and it's waxed canvas, and then on the front there's the floral bit is pockets, different size pockets for your tools. So it's like a little knitter's trug.
Did your phone fit in one? There's a phone.
I don't have those in there. Yes. So if you went to knit group,
if you had a normal size phone.
yeah, you went to knit. No, if you went to knit group, you could have your phone like that.
Yeah.
Not that you can see that, but I just.
And I got this lovely knit bright pink.
And it's got a very good
knit
pocket on the back.
and it's got a very wide, deep canvas, heavy canvas. It's beautiful.
So you could definitely put all your valuables in that
Yeah.
if you were
Yeah.
going
And then
to
inside, there's no pockets inside.
use it as a kind of a bag with your knitting in.
Yeah, but it's a very deep. And then it's got the other thing that I got Sophie to get me, which I'll show you in a minute. So yeah, I love the colour. I love this leather
Yeah.
tab.
Made
I don't
so
know whether I
nicely.
would
do that.
do that
No, probably just use it
as a bag for bags.
yeah.
But I love the thick canvas handles. And yeah,
Very good.
knit is very appropriate. And then I asked Sophie, that little notions pouch that I showed earlier, I have a needle case that matches, and then she also does one for shorties. And I asked Sophie.
So you've got the needle case already?
I've got the needle case already, and I asked Sophie to get me the shorty needle case, because this, well, all the shorties so the one I've got is a similar style, and it has a pocket here.
And you put
And all
your
my shorties are in that pocket
because they won't go in the
because they're too short to go in the thingies. And what happens is they come out through the side. So I needed this.
You needed it.
I needed it. And it's got places for cables and lots of
All sorts of things.
yeah. So and the leather's beautiful, and it's also in Rouge range by Jezebel B. Yeah, so I'm very happy with that.
Good.
That's also a bit more portable than the other one. The other
Right.
one, it's not like it's not portable, but the other one is like that
Right.
much longer.
Yeah. Because I bought a needle case recently, which is bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. So thank you very much, Sophie. We appreciate
Yes.
you
She
shopping.
doesn't watch us.
Shopping for us.
But we do love
Vicariously. She doesn't watch us.
No. She hasn't got time to watch hour and a half long podcasts. So,
Disappointed now.
oh. I treated myself a while ago, it was a long time ago, it was back in March, to the walnut.
So after I'd been to Unravel and
Yeah.
bought mine,
I ordered this one, which is the number
Sorry, just having a
9,
drink of cold tea. off
Project
camera.
9 redesigned bag in walnut, and it opens like this and folds out. It's like one of those magic makeup bags. And it's got, Jo's shown hers before, it's got pockets there, pocket in the middle, a thing to hold your needles,
Your
thing to hold your
embroidery
needles there.
and
Yeah,
darning
darning
needles.
needles and your needles are there,
Yeah.
or crochet hooks or whatever, and then space for either your yarn and your project or 2 sock projects, and then it zips together and it has the handle to carry it, and it finally arrived from Ida's house. So thank you, Ida's house. And in the meanwhile, I had ordered myself a redesigned project little case, and I'm using it. It's got my 4-inch chow goose and all the KALs and my crochet hooks.
Perfect.
So yeah, so it's lovely, and it's got, oh, that's for your darning needles. And I did think from the picture that it was going to be a lot smaller, because I saw Stephen West, I mean everyone's selling them now, but I saw Stephen West advertising. It had more.
Yeah.
It was a bigger
Like
one.
a folio type
Yeah.
thing.
And it is actually the same, this bit is the same size like that, but just wider.
Mm.
But I like that one, and that's easy just to take on
And
holiday.
it's not too big to go in a project
No.
bag.
No,
Or like your bag with all your bags in.
Yeah.
You could
it fits in there. So, and then I'll have my crochet hooks and my needles, yeah. So those are that's the redesigned. I also bought a handbag from Amazon, redesigned one. They sell on Amazon. Not these kind of things. Crossbody bag, and Mark hates it, so there's a good reason to take it out of there.
I can't remember the last time my husband had an opinion on a bag.
Oh, it's because it's quite it's quite big, and so if you have it over your shoulder, I walk with a walking stick these days, it falls off my shoulder all the time. If I put it across my body, I'm always going, can you untangle the back? So just the fact that he has to do something.
Yeah, is enough.
Yeah. So, yarn. So we went to the Oxford yarn store, didn't we?
Yeah.
That's the. So I think we might have mentioned that we were going there.
No, the first thing we actually purchased was the wool warehouse,
Was it?
because we did it while we were just straight away after
While we were actually.
after we podcast, we did
Yeah.
it straight because we looked to see whether it was still on offer. And I bought,
You bought for me,
Smith
didn't you?
sock yarn that Rachel was talking about on the last podcast was on offer.
Yeah.
Reduced to £4 even. No,
Yeah.
£4.50.
Yeah, £5.50. I think I paid for mine.
And I bought.
You're going to do a sign.
I'm going to knit a sweater, and it's either going to be stripy or it's going to be. I was thinking about making a Simon sweater, but we'll see. So
A t-shirt, like a tee.
I don't know, because I've got quite a lot of yarn, so I might do it.
Excuse me.
So I bought Spearmint, which is in shade 2K223, and I can't remember what that was called. Linen. I think it was linen. Parchment, something like that. 2K060. 2K060. I don't know. And I bought two. I bought four together to do something.
And you bought me
to do something striking, and I bought you
this to do a Simon for the winter. And they are, this is fuchsia, 2K370, and pumpkin 2K125.
So they're the same colours as Angela makes NI's Simon, but she did mohair.
Yeah, so that's what we're going for. And then we were talking about wool warehouse. Did you buy? I just want to talk about this yarn. That I was chatting to my dad, and he started on about he wanted a pair of orange or like pale green socks with orange heels, toes and cuffs. And I just knitted him that yellowy orange greeny pair of so I showed him them, and then I was like, oh, let's go and have a look, and I ended up buying Spearmint.
Is that going to be green enough?
I don't know, I think it will look nice though. I think I like them. And another ball of
I think you should do stripes.
Really? I don't want to do stripes.
Okay, fine.
Another
Don't do stripes then.
another skein of the pumpkin. So that's what he's going to get as a think they'll look nice.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Stripes.
Do you want to knit them for him?
No.
Anyway, this yarn, Ruth has knitted with it, and it says it's like gorgeous.
You've knit with it.
I haven't.
Didn't you knit the... Did you knit socks with it?
No.
What did you buy?
I bought the mauve colour and the variegated. I haven't knitted with it yet.
Oh, right. I thought you'd knit with it.
No. So Ruth loves to knit, has knitted with it, and said it's amazing. I think yesterday she texted that she was ordering some more.
Oh no, you did the cascade. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yes, if I'd known about this would have been my
Myloma
sock. But yes, so maybe I could knit him the Myloma.
That would be nice.
His length of leg, it would be like 120 rows for the leg.
Got a lot to go.
It is his birthday coming up. Oh, we'll see. There'll probably be.
Are you going to finish off Wool Warehouse then?
Yeah, I've only got this. And then I've only got my Oxford yarns. So I treated my... I don't know why. I keep saying I'm never knitting another sweater, but I am going to knit a green Flora, a sweater, a green Flora. Our friend in Wales, when we went to Wales, was wearing such a beautiful one, and when she blocked it and washed it, and it was just gorgeous, wasn't it? So it's like it was 3mm needles. So it's either going to be that sweater or it's going to be an Arwin without the lace.
Right.
Because I love the fit of it. So I do have to do a size bigger than I knitted previously. But
what's wrong with the Arwin lace?
I don't want the same jumpy.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I just want a plain green sweater. And it's not oversized necessarily, it's just, and it can be a little bit longer. And yeah.
Cool. Right.
What else did you buy from Wool Warehouse?
Nothing.
Well, that's what you bought? Cool. Wow, this is not going to be as long as I thought.
No.
So...
And then Oxford Yarn Store.
Yeah, so we visited
So
the lovely...
Last was it with Friday we podcast, and then Saturday we went...
Our goal...
We had a girls' day out.
Yeah, Mark dropped us off, and our goal, so Joe could drink beers with me. Our goal was to have burgers and beers and try and recreate a very funny day we had in Boston where we had burgers and beers and cackly laughed all afternoon. So
and in Boston we then went shoe shopping and bought a couple of pairs of Dr. Martens.
We promised that we weren't going to go shoe shopping.
Yeah, and I said to my husband, we're going yarn shopping, and he said go yarn shopping before the beer. So that's what we did.
Yeah, we did. So we
went to the Oxford Yarn Store,
and Lizzie was there. Lovely Lizzie. And we chatted to her for a while, ages. A few people came in to be served. And we just treated ourselves to a few bits and bobs, didn't we? What's that?
So I bought some Knit Pro connectors, cable connectors.
That are bigger.
Because what I use...
Oh, mine are shaggy, tiny, weeny things.
Yeah. What I use... I use my Knit Pro cables now to hold my sleeve stitches.
Right.
And if you can connect both ends of one cable to one of those.
Perfect.
And then you haven't got stoppers jangling around.
Yeah.
So I got a little set of those.
It doesn't jangle around, does it, at all?
No, I got a little set of those for that.
Very good. I've got a bit of a colour theme going on.
And then
with what I bought.
Oh. Didn't buy masses, but I did buy expensive.
Yes.
So I thought this was the first thing I picked up. It's that Mondim sock yarn again,
It's beautiful.
And I love that colour. And it's colour A583.
Put my glasses on for this section.
It's like a rosy pink.
Programming.
And your latest sock, something rosa.
Oh, Rosa Coca Loca. You're gonna make those?
I think that might be
Oh yeah, I love that pattern. We haven't been talking about those on this podcast because Sophie's got the sock, so I don't. Can we find a picture? How do you get to Ravelry? Jojo.
There's only one thing called that.
Yeah.
Surprise,
You might
surprise.
have seen them on Instagram. But it's this beautiful cable and ribbed sock, which looks horrendous really off the blocker. But I love it. I love knitting those, and I love the colourway that Sophie came up with as well. So yeah, so those will be added or have been added to the bonus, I think. We'll check. And that's what you're going to knit in those, is it? They're like, that'll be beautiful.
That's my plan.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, you go through what you bought first.
Okay then. I bought a skein of boot clay in Pebbles on a Beach by Bird Street because I loved it. I'm going to knit a hat.
Lovely.
I messaged Claire and I said,
It's 4-ply, isn't it?
no, it's DK. 220
Oh, right.
metres.
Yeah.
But
That'll be a lovely hat.
yeah,
For a hat.
just plain, just stocking stitch.
Yeah.
Love it. And then I started this and I've unpicked it and I'm going to reconsider what I'm doing. I'm going to knit a small shawl, but I'm reconsidering the pattern. But I bought 3 balls of Knitting for Olive compatible cashmere in licorice. And I started knitting it and what I planned didn't show up in the black. Have we moved again?
We probably have.
It didn't show up in the black. So I am reconsidering, and it's also going to be something I'm going to have to knit in the daylight, I think, or get myself a light.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I got 3 balls of that. This was my expensive purchase because it's obviously a very special yarn. But
Looks nothing like that, does it?
yeah, I will show you that when I start, and I'm keeping it in my soft accents bag because although the yarn's black, this has got a black accent.
Yes. A soft accent.
Yeah.
Lovely.
That was everything. I bought some little stitch markers,
Right.
but
You haven't got them with you.
I haven't got them with me.
I'm looking forward to seeing what you make with your cashmere.
Mm.
It'll be lovely. And I bought a Zauber ball, which looks like that on its not fade, but colour scheme. And I'm not sure, I might just knit some pair of socks with it, I think. I'm not sure, 100% sure. Apparently the colourway is 2514 and it means Privy Council.
Does that?
I don't know.
Well, I know what Privy Council is,
But then
how is that a colourway?
I also bought a new yarn to me, 2 new yarns to me actually. Isaiah Soft Fine in colour 35.
What's soft fine?
It's alpaca, silk and yak. So it's like brushed alpaca,
but with a bit of
yak in it.
yak in it.
And
So it
I've
gives
got-
it that,
Yeah,
and slightly
yeah.
grey.
So 25 grams is 150 meters. So I bought 3 to do one of your one skein shawls, possibly just a knit one.
The Page.
Yeah, so that'll be lovely.
Page, the garter one.
And it kind of picks out the green in that. And then of course, what had to be bought, some Highland wool, Isaiah Highland wool in colour navy. But it's like a 2-ply, and looks like either a darker navy or like a
cobalt,
or even a black,
almost.
yeah, or a bluer, yeah.
Yeah.
And these are 50 grams, 275 meters. And I thought either a Cowl, a Maurice. That would work, would it?
Yeah. Of that size one.
Yeah. Yeah, either a Maurice Cowl or a one skein. Sure. You know, when I get that spare pair of hands out from behind my back. And Joe stops making me test it. No, I'm joking.
Excuse me, that makes you do anything.
No,
I mean, you joined the test knit and you haven't done it, so.
But I love all your patterns. That's the thing. I want to knit them all.
Look at her buttering me up.
Oh, buy you dinner tonight. Being meanies. No, I'm not meanies.
Is that it? What's in that bag?
That's the Yarnsmith.
Oh, right.
I'm putting it all together in there.
Cool then.
Yeah, so that is it. So, join the KALs. There's 2 weeks left, or 12 days left.
And if you don't like any of the family or the socks, you can always do one and join Ruth's KAL.
Yes. And this is going to go up on May the 31st, but don't buy any patterns tonight. Buy them tomorrow. And then the money will go to Myloma UK. And you will see us on Instagram tomorrow.
Yeah.
We will be going on to talk about the fundraiser. And we will see you again soon.
Yep.
So,
Couple of weeks.
yeah. So comment below anything you want will be included.
So coming
in
up, we've got, so a couple of weeks we'll be getting back
For the
together
socks.
to, to talk about the socks coming out and the cowl coming out for Myloma. And then the week after that is Flock. We're meeting up again. And the week
Yeah.
after that, we'll be meeting up to podcast. So lots of twin time
Yeah.
in
So if you're in the
June.
southwest and you want to come along to Flock, the tickets are available from Bird Street website. So get your tickets.
Yeah, come and knit and eat cake and drink tea and coffee.
Yeah.
And shop in Claire and John's shop. And James Makes Yarn is the pop-up.
I haven't seen. I didn't go the time he was there before.
Yeah, he does very brightly coloured yarn. Not necessarily my cup of tea. From
But
the,
all right for a pair of socks.
the brown and beige girl. But
For a pair of socks.
yeah.
Well, you are thinking of doing a jumper in this. I'm quite impressed. Right,
Cool.
that's just
Well,
rambling
thank
now.
you. Thank you everybody for watching.
And we're going to slide in just under the hour-and-a-half mark.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
And we'll see you soon.
Yeah. Take care.
Comment about socks or not
Yeah.
socks if you want the socks. And
Happy knitting
yeah.
for the next few weeks. Enjoy your knitting.
See you soon. Bye.